Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. And I will never get nobody name up. They was like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that the marriage, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning and said, we know you gonna put them hairstyles. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said, I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Candace. I'm not messing with it.
Crockett.
But look who they sent out to Crockett. You got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Been attacking our whole national show. It ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest racer. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding him up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they sent to my y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen. Hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I laughing too, shit. But, hey, it is what it is. But boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, oh, they trying to use stuff for content. I said, well, she gave it to me. This what I wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video, and he was talking about like in Chicago when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is, what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides, but these was the ones that the Democrats had when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything.
Yeah.
What's up?
I can't. I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
My bad, family. I have myself muted. Good morning, beautiful people. Thank y'all for tapping in and waking up with old Spacely. I know I was late today. I had to go to I had to hit physical therapy this morning. So this is why some of them days why I be late, because the time varies. Some days I got to be there at 8:30, and so I was missing some days, so I had to get back on it. I don't want to go back to how I was hurting, though. Good morning, Mama Quill, Demetria Brown. Thank you for tapping in. Deborah Luna's in the building. Concrete Jungle, how you doing? Sydney Green Sr., how you doing? Linda Chilton, how you doing, beloved? Sweetheart Shell, thank you for tapping in. Terry Nixon in the building. What it do, Miss Tia? The lovely Sharon is in the building. What's up, Lena? Thank you for tapping in. And shout out to Jed and his Iron 18. You heard it was some good people. They always been good to 18, you heard. I ain't going nowhere. I wouldn't let you leave me. The lovely Lawana Terry, how you doing, beloved? How you doing? How you doing? No trouble. Thank you for tapping in. We got the lovely Felicia Martinez, and she said she letting y'all know it's $5 Friday, family. It's $5 Friday. Hey, Lane, we finna do some. We're gonna do some, spectacular. Then y'all might notice 18, because we ain't did nothing spectacular in a minute. We got to do something spectacular. I'm trying to put it together. We're gonna be spectacular in 2026. Because that's all we can do. All we can do is be spectacular. Let me get this together. I didn't even get my sharing. Now, hold on, family. I ain't forgot about y'all. I'm finna get. What's up, Preston Johnson? Thank you for tapping in. Concrete. Oh, you want to talk to me? But thank you for Cassandra Scott. Good morning, beloved. Denise Cousins. Good morning. Wanda Smith. Good morning. Hey, facts, Lindy. Hey, I tell everybody health is wealth. You can be a trillionaire and have bad health. You're not going to get to enjoy it. So, I'm just getting back to where I need to be. I'm going to get it back if I can be here for y'all. It also helps with my mind. It helps me. It helps with the mind, from in my humble opinion. That's how serious it be for me. Let me find where we at. Let me see where we at. Okay, I got us now. It helps soothe the mind to be in the gym. But good morning, family. I wanted to go over something. I was watching the video. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was at the gym. Like I say, after you, we get to come down, take our emotions out. That's why I stay non-negotiable. Uh oh. She done dropped it in on me. She found me another sponsor coming in from New Jersey, right where the East Coast, the lovely Felicia Martinez. She said, Mickey Roll Call is sponsored by Daisy Bates, a civil rights activist, publisher, journalist, and lecturer who played a leading role in Little Rock, Arkansas integration crisis in 1957. Shout out to Daisy Bates. Shout out to the beautiful woman. Shout out. It's Women's History Month. That's why I got to sit down. I know y'all gonna be saying I'm not. I got nothing but respect for the young lady Jasmine Crockett. But I was watching. Tim Black. Like I said, I want to sit back and I wanted to analyze. I was able to break this. I ain't gonna say I break it down. I was looking at his opinion. Let me be honest with y'all, family, on the Jasmine Crockett situation. I was able to sit down and I was like, after we let everything go, because you got everybody had their opinion on what was going on, how it was played out. So I just wanted to let me put me back up here before we get into it. Loving me, good morning. Thank you for tapping in, beloved. I just wanted to sit down, common sense, what it do, fam. Thank you for tapping in. I wanted to sit back and put this out here. Y'all know it's $5 Friday. Help 810 get to where we need to be, family. Make it to next week. We're gonna get it built and we working on it. I'm working behind the scenes on some things. Everything counts. I'm just telling you, we love $5 Friday because it keeps us going. Everything works. I've been trying to sell out. Y'all see, I've been trying to sell out, but I don't want to sell out now. After I seen like how some of the stuff going on, I'm like, when you sell out, it kind of put you in a bad predicament. It put you in a real bad predicament when you be selling out. Certain things you can't do no more. They do it bad. What's up, Andre Holland? Thank you for tapping in, good brother. But I wanted to go back. That was a little shameless plug for 810 to do some crowdfunding. Because Winters, she don't show up unless it's some money. I mean, we can help get things she need. Like, she want to be pampered, and I be telling her we ain't signed the deal yet. So I'm trying to get out here and get us some. Let me quit playing. But family, we love these $5 Friday because they do help fund what we doing, keep us going. Like I said, we're gonna be out in the streets, and it's gonna be non-negotiable. But family, I sat back, I watched over the Jasmine cry because I was mad. Sarah P, what it do, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. That simple 73 in the building. I was looking at it. I was like, we got to kind of take our feelings out of it. Because at first I was like, I still think the Democratic Party is full of BS. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But I mean, we got to vote that way because we don't know no other. And shout out to Michigan, man, for winning that game last night. First team that done it in 50 years to go undefeated in a road in the Big Ten. Especially these times are even harder because when you got NIL, I ain't going to say we ain't spent it. I'm saying Michigan, like they ain't put a team together, but when in Rome's, you got to do as the Romans do. You can pay players now, so there's nothing wrong with that. They've been making money off them young men. It's about time for them to give them some back. You heard? But like I said, I watched the Jasmine Crockett thing because I had a conversation with Winters when we was walking out last night. I'm like, man, we get told to vote blue, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm just indoctrinated with it right now. I know I'm gonna go vote Democratic when we get into this voting coming up. But they let a lot of stuff go on to us, like with this redistricting here. You know what I'm saying? We seeing a lot of stuff go down, and we not saying nothing, but not a majority of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm like, so what the Democratic Party, they need us when they want to get their person in. What's up, Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis? And I'll be looking at it like, who we know fighting for us? Like I said, Jasmine Crockett, even with them, they're going to say, listen, she done made, well, she's making $174,000, not to be pocket watching, but this the stuff they're going to say. Jasmine Crockett probably going to lead Congress as a millionaire, intelligent, beautiful black woman. You know what I'm saying? A lawyer. So I think she'd be good. And plus, she got them million people. She was it over a million that wanted to vote for her. But I think we do need to get back to common sense. What up, Thomas Fillery? Thank you for tapping in. I think we got to get back and we got to come with a new strategy. What's up, Muhammad Abdul Shari? Oh, nothing good, brother. You know, I just wanted to come in and tap in with the people. Wanted to tap in with the people, but I want to play this for y'all. Like I said, I've been playing. Let me put this back up. I just wanted to break it down. Like I said, I saw the good brother Tim Black. Miss Constance, thank you for tapping in, beloved. Thank you for tapping in. I wanted to see Miss Kariza Smith. Thank you for tapping in. I wanted to see his perspective on it. Like I say, I got different ones I was looking at, but I kind of like somebody called my name. Common sense, for sure. I wanted to look at, because like I said, I wanted to get away from us just, what's up, Debbie Clark, one half of the one, right here, Debbie Clark, one half of the Wonder Twins. Let me see. They played the long game with her while we all saw was the immediate impact. That's why I want to put this. So let me play this for y'all, family. And then we're going to talk about this after I play this. Let me play this for y'all.
The Democratic Party let it happen. Now, let me tell you the truth that you won't hear on CNN. My name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black Show. So Jasmine Crockett was in a competitive primary against James Tallarico.
We should all be standing together, Democrats, Republicans, and we should all be raising hell. But unfortunately, this was always the plan.
She was out to a big lead in the very beginning. Back in December when she launched, she was killing it. There was no sign of James Tallarico. In fact, I'd say 90% of America had no idea who James Tallarico was. And that, sir, is not an understatement. Fam, nobody knew this guy. But people in Texas, they warmed up to him. Why? Because he was soft-spoken, easy to get along with. He seemed less divisive.
Oh,
You just voted to do
Y'all
it.
did it first, so you
You
don't want to
just
talk about
voted
it.
to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at, calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceeding.
So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Miss
games?
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
And that's really what this came down to. See, what they won't tell you on CNN is that besides being a star, being up against Trump, being a celebrity a political celebrity, roasting people, and what have you, Jasmine Crockett did not have a lot of advantages. How'd she go from being up maybe 20 points to losing by 10? Jasmine Crockett would like to tell you that it was race. Well, in this race, it was more to it than just race. Maybe it was the fact that Jasmine Crockett was outspent 5-1. And that may work in a district race. Maybe you can work around it. You can do your town halls and knock on a bunch of doors. But see, in a state as big as Texas, that dog won't hunt. So she was outspent 5-1. And we're talking about they gave Tallarico the ability to put ads up, to get in TV ads, do a lot of TV ads early on. In fact, Jasmine Crockett didn't start putting up TV ads to the very end. That was probably due to money, because TV ads cost a lot of money, and when you got 5 times more money, well, obviously you can run 5 times more ads.
Michigan needs a no-holds-barred governor.
It was endorsed by Cardi B.
Listen up, y'all. Early primary voting is happening right now in Texas, and we need Jasmine Crockett to win. She is running for U.S. Senate, and if you want somebody that's going to fight for your right, if you want somebody to fight for your community, if you want somebody that's going to go up there and represent you and represent your issues.
And even Kamala Harris came out in support of Jasmine Crockett. So damn, Tim Black is giving me all these reasons. 90% of races are won by money. Whoever has the most money wins the race. Has nothing to do with race, has to do with money. Of course, race is a factor, gender is a factor. Hell, what kind of weather there is the day of voting day is a factor. If it rains, it's a factor. It's a factor if your dog dies, or if you run out of gas in your car. But money always plays a factor. Number 2, fam. Jasmine Crockett got a lot of black voters, and she was focused on getting the blacks to the yard. A lot of black Americans came out and supported Jasmine Crockett. In fact, 87% of black Americans voted for Jasmine Crockett. Thing is, it just wasn't enough. It's not enough black Americans in Texas to help you beat against James Tallarico if he gets white voters and Hispanic voters and 13% of black voters. Well, that's a coalition that they didn't even think was possible. A coalition of voters that may pull some moderate Republicans. That's supposed to be dead and stinking in the Democratic Party. So outspent with money, broader coalition. Those are 2 things that are very relevant, have nothing to do with whether you like Jasmine Crockett or not. But it's more than that. I'm telling you, folks, there's more reasons why Jasmine Crockett lost. And these are things that were controllable for her. You may not be able to control how much money you have. You may not be able to control if you're running against a white pastor, seminary. You might not be able to control that, but you can't control the fact you don't have a campaign manager. Jasmine Crockett did not have a campaign manager. She was not running a very organized campaign. At the end of the day, a state as big as Texas, you need infrastructure. You need things in place. You can't run this willy-nilly based on your feels. You need somebody who's done it before, who knows what they're doing, and how to build this apparatus that you're going to need to beat a statewide race. Jasmine Crockett was relying on making black people feel like they have to come out and vote for her, celebrity endorsements, how big her social media following was, and race and gender, identity politics. Jasmine Crockett's making decisions in her campaign solely up to her. And let's face it, Johnson, if you're the decider in chief on everything in your campaign, even if people disagree with your tactics, are they going to be able to tell you you're the candidate and the decider? Now you're going to end up with a bunch of yes people around you. Even when you're making a dumb call, they're going to go with you. Why? Because they want to stay employed. They don't want their careers destroyed. Because, I don't know, it just appears to me that Jasmine Crockett may be a type of person that holds a grudge.
How will you make voters who previously have voted for Trump, particularly given that you have been an outspoken critic and he has inserted himself, just take your campaign video as is. He has inserted himself at every turn when it comes to your commentary. How will you convert those who are supportive of him to voters for you?
Yeah, I don't know that we'll necessarily convert all of Trump's supporters. That's not our goal.
Do you need to?
Our goal is to definitely talk to people. No, we don't. We don't need to.
Yeah, when you're wearing all the hats, when you're running the campaign, you are the campaign, your social media is carrying the campaign, and then you're running on ego and self-esteem and all that stuff, charisma and all that stuff. That's what's got you in the race. Yeah, you might not want to listen to advice. We got money, we got diversity, we got the coalition that James Tallarico have, then we have lack of focus, lack of structure in your campaign. These are a lot of things to overcome. I want my flowers on this one. I told you that Jasmine Crockett was not going to win this race. How did I know this? Because everything you do online does not translate into wins when it comes to the electoral ballots. I learned a thing or two from seeing other candidates lose races. It's gotten so bad that other candidates lose races.
Oh, I'm back, family. My bad. I was over, I'll be getting off into it too. Okay, now let's get to it. Common sense. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I done heard so many different what's the names about going. You know how, but he been saying this for the beginning. I can go back. I got more videos I could put up. I could show you one when he was like, she jumped the line. And why she was getting did the way she was getting did. like I say, I was just playing it. Yeah, I mean, you know, it was to me. Let me see what Lana said. When you represent as a black woman, let me see what Lana said. When you as a black woman, it's a turn off to those who have problems with the messaging, not the message. Right. Let me see who is this. West Cruz said Hispanics for Jasmine Crockett. Oh, we put some of that look like us. Hey, everybody got their own. I don't, you know. I'm just saying, when you went and looked at it, she was like, if she didn't have the right infrastructure, I don't know if she had a campaign manager or not. I'm just saying some of the things like that she did, but that's what I'm saying. When you get these clicks, Lena, facts. That's why I don't be wanting to hear none of that. I mean, I just ain't seen it right yet. I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? We get because we might be on a, you know what I'm saying, on the lower level or kicking it with, and them be hand picks. I mean, not hand picks, few and beyond, where you might see at the bars down here. But you're not really going to be up there with the ones who making decisions. Nah, she just, but it, to me, but to me, I just said she got caught up in a situation where she was trying to roll with the Democrat Party. Like they think right now the Democratic Party is heavy on immigration. That's what they heavy on immigration. That's their tactic. And it was like she didn't appeal to, like I said, we only 14% of the population anyway. She didn't appeal in a lot of things that was going on. Like Texas, it's a red state, but they did redistricting. Like what her and where she was at. Oh, you see common sense, you went and checked it. It appears she did. Like I said, it was a lot of stuff. Like I didn't play the whole video, family. It was like he went over 8 things, I think, that broke it down. But you seeing other people, it was like she was really fighting, like on the immigration, like you forgot to get, because it was like over 900 some thousand blacks didn't vote in Texas. She was just assuming they was going to get out like we all want to vote on which way the Democratic Party going. It's a lot of blacks who starting to be turned out. I'm not telling y'all to go to the Republican Party because they even worse. Hey, facts. Mark Hutchinson put it on the nose. Good morning, Tasha Lynn, too. I'm finna get to you. Just like Bev Biggs, Crockett was fighting the whole system. Nothing ever runs perfectly. Next time she'll run, she will beat everybody. Yeah. Let me see. Tasha Lynn, good morning, beloved. It said no campaign manager for a Senate race is a guaranteed loss. That's what was messed up. Like I said, family, I've been watching a lot. I'm like, after we got out the emotions, I went to pulling up different things, and I was like, damn. Like I said, I watch a lot of Tim Black. And he been going about this for a minute. Let me say, we must stop depending on the brown people to come to our rescue. If you have Hispanics fill out an application, they will identify as white rather than black or Hispanic. That's a fact there. That's it. And the black people not showing up for elections are slavery rebranded. Facts. Once again, Texas voted for it. I feel you. Said Democratic Party does nothing for minority. They call you when they need you, and the blacks always go to Democratic Party, get nothing. Hey, look, it is what it is right now, but we've been systematic program. That's really called programming. That's programming right there. But like I said, once we figure our community out, we can get a lot of things did better. Like you see it right now. Why you think we so divided through 2 camps? That's why I'm calling this non-negotiable. This politics season, it should be non-negotiable. You shouldn't even be planning what's crazy. This is a predominantly black city, and you mean the blacks can't? I get it. Who you got to go work for? I understand who paying you, so how can you really talk junk and there's people paying you? Like I said, I was told, like I said, this was some months ago. I didn't really want to say them, bring it up. They said when like residency fraud been going on. We be thinking it just happened in the 90s or the 2000s. No, this been going on probably since the inception, and they figured we can run it. Especially when they started letting us vote. And that's what I think, KD. She got confused on who her people was. See, we get caught up in when they tell, we got to go to the middle. You're going to have to go reach all sides. But see, we get caught up. I'm a Democrat, so I ain't going to go over here. When they're at the top, they dealing with the Republicans. We don't know. They keep us confused down here. Like I said, we said every culture, actually, they don't integrate with us. They come here and become, hey, facts. But see, we, like I said, we so used, we let everybody, we want to be so culturally accepted. That's why I want to, I might do this, I might do it, I don't know. I'm going to see Sunday or something. Or I might pull it up tonight. I'm gonna do something special for y'all tonight. I'm gonna do some Hispanics will never vote for a black candidate. I mean, some might don't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe all the ones that got coming here ain't. But good morning, Eleanor Wicker. But I'm saying, but if we fix our own community up, we'd be a lot better. We are in an hey, KD, you ain't never lied. We are in an abusive relationship with the Democratic Party. Our vote should be up to this highest bidder. But we don't see, because we don't, they know we not together. We on one. We like this. We scattered. That's why you can see this going on right now. That's why you can see allegedly a black mayor say, hey, all you need is 20% of the black vote. We're going to get you in there. I'm just telling, hey, Sir Gregory, you think you the only one? I'm up here watching them. I'm sitting back watching your election flame with all the number of black people running. Why don't we not sit down and choose the best? Hey, listen, they don't want to do it. Everybody got their own agenda. Let me see what you said. Texas demographics, 40% white, 40% Latino, 12% black. She didn't appeal to the majority of the population. Facts. Let me see. I did not realize that she was so ill-equipped when putting her campaign together. Listen, they thought she was doing something. She didn't see the game that they was playing with her. When she was going at Trump and doing all of that, like they had her going out. You don't embarrass nobody. Them right in Texas, let's do some gerrymandering. Let's do the redistricting and put it right down. You didn't see the Democratic Party was fighting for that redistricting like that. They like, on some aspect, we'll lose the game something. And she was the one that they could lose. She was a pawn in their politics. KD, they gonna keep denying it. I wish I would have. If I really went and got to my other people that I be watching, they gonna really get down to it. Then what KD said down in America, she couldn't win just like Kamala, but we ain't ready for that conversation. But it says it's a lot more apparent war. It's a lot more apparent now. A lot of the people in the Democratic Party want the black labor. They do not want our leadership. And have we learned yet? We ain't learning. Let me see, Deborah Luna. It seems Democrats just create lines for you to stand in and do. Let me see, Constance. Jasmine did her job. Jim Crow, Texas did his thing, period. When Trump came in town, things flipped. Facts. They know what they was doing, but the Democratic Party played the same game. This is systematic downplay of political power we got in Reconstruction. This has been a play for over 150 years now. Look at us. I'm saying, look at Al Green. I guess his is a runoff, so he got to go do a runoff. Look who they put in. They didn't want them no more. I hope he can pull it out. When Al Green did that, we're not apes. Oh, put that side. They look at all of that. You bringing too much attention. Even the Democrats didn't like that. They looking at, oh, you going against the grain. Okay, we're gonna keep that hush hush. All about, let me see. Fannie Lou Hamer, Fax Lana, gave us the play. Sure it did, but ain't nobody listening. They tell you blacks are not together. 92%, 80% are high numbers. You have to look at who's voting for these DEI candidates, right? The Democratic Party in Texas absolutely fought the redistricting. They left the state to protest the vote, and they threatened to arrest them. Well, you know, two things can be true. You may be right. But they just ain't had the numbers, basically. But they should have told Jasmine, listen, we got to be cool. But they got behind Tellerico. I'm thinking, how black folks can they think you can vote for a white supremacist party and think they will get something out of it? Is foolish. How black folks can think they can vote for a white supremacist party and think they will get something out of it? Is foolish. I mean, it is what it is. They want our money, but not our representation. Facts. Allegedly, Jasmine Crockett is going through the grapevine that she's going to tell everybody to vote for the Republican because the Democrats screwed her over. If she is, hey, she got the right to do what she want to do. Said Al Green been in office for what he has done for the community. Nothing. What has any of them done, Wes Cruz, that's been in there? If we're gonna be honest, let's just don't count them out who have done something for the people. Let me see. And now Trump appointed the guy who tried to rip the sign away from Al Green and Christy Noam's position. Dig that. Facts. Doc, listen, people don't want to believe that. Let me see. Al Green is 80 years old. That's another problem. People don't want to leave the stage. I'm glad Al Green is moving on. He should have picked a successor. But that's no different when we were seeing, what's my man name that was in there, Charlie Rangel, if I'm not mistaken. They've been doing it. Look at Kentucky guy, Mitch McConnell. He done failed so many times, it's diabolical. They don't care. That's just like a judge, the Supreme Court Justice, what's her name that passed away? Come on now, family. Let me see. The difference between us and others cultures align for power. We align for the capital, not focus on community. Self-gain will cause us to perish. Now, what it is, because, like I say, we all going for the money. We all going for the money. We see it. We just acting like we don't see it no more because we get, like I say, we can go to Vegas. We can go Greensburg. Thank you, teacher lady. Thank you. Let me see, Ava. That's why I always hop on the Latinos. They would not give me no water. I tried to reach out to the head man. He wouldn't return my call. Ava, this is nothing new. This is nothing new. That's why I say why we and it's sad, but this is where we at right now. This is where we at. But see, we get caught up and get played. We didn't understand when you heard when the president at the time, when he set up and told Al Sharpton them, and they didn't say nothing. Hey, you better link over here. I'm just saying, let me see, Ruth Bader Greensburg. Thank you, Mark Hutchinson. Thank y'all for helping me out. But the fly across the country to protest Jasmine. I'm trying to tell you, Mitch McConnell is weekend at Bernie's in real time for sure. The Democratic Party got this young cat named Christian McAfee to replace Al Green. Facts. They said they changed the voting locations on the last voting day. But that's what they'll do. Did y'all forget about what happened to Corey Bush? Jamal Bowens, did y'all forget? Listen, I be on Facebook. I be sitting up here looking at, don't get me wrong, and I know I send the show to a lot of these groups. I be in the Republicans. I be in the Democrats. And I'm trying to tell you what I get from both parties. This a liberal and this a conservative. You know what I see them agree on? They don't like blacks who be loudmouth. I'm telling you what I know. They don't like them blacks to be loudmouth. So y'all better start paying attention to that. They want somebody that's docile, that ain't going to get up there and say nothing. I'm trying to tell you what they do. See, we don't be seeing a lot of these conversations that be going on. I mean, we might don't be looking. Those two were beat by AIPAC. Yeah, but but still, why the Democratic Party didn't get behind them? They was mad at the squad. Yeah, they was beat by AIPAC, but the Democratic Party, when you had what's my man name? Bakari Sellers. Y'all forgot when I brought that up for y'all when he was trying to take down people. He took money from AIPAC and funded it through. But these are the type of people that are supposed to be leading us. That's the real problem. But they give us our leaders, and we supposed to sit up here and take. We swallow it. Let me see what Raphael. It's problematic when you try to get control over our community. Facts. Chuck Grassley, Iowa representative, is 91 years old. Come on, look. Barack told Ruth Bader Greensburg to retire. She wouldn't leave. That flipped the Supreme Court. Facts. You know why? She didn't care about. She just listened. At the end of the day, Ruth is who Ruth was. We get up here, we hyping these people up, even Leto, all these people. But when you be finding something in their background, you really find, you be like, well, damn. You know what? I keep telling y'all, I want to pull it up so bad, but I might use that for a treat tonight. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Thank you, Rosalind Garrison. You and mama. Tell your mama good morning from old Spacely. I'm just saying, we got to be honest. We don't never be honest. And I ain't seen a 5 came through, but I ain't mad at y'all because we're going to get it together. If I don't get you today, I get you tonight. I'm swinging it back twice. But I'm serious. Like, these the people They want you to conform, and code switch. Why don't white people conform and code switch? I mean, that's basically what it is, whether we want to believe it or not. I got some more videos I'm finna come with. It said, Black hurt black. Other culture podcasts aren't speaking about each other like we do and down each other. Shaking my unity is facts. But that's how we put out here. And sometimes I get what you're saying, like talking, but like this, exposing like the things that's going on. We should have never, the mayor should have never was able to get off the hook when he did that. But that show you we not on code. What you mean? You couldn't fire two? Because the Mitchell boys, he kept that, but we let that slide. Even when it came out, he said, hey, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't lose my voting base. There no blacks get mad about that. You only had a few. Like I said, I had a few people was mad that it got put out. Why would you put that out? So you don't want that out. But I watch some of these same people, they'll go call President Trump out. They'll call all these other people out. But they can't see in their own city when they getting dead wrong. What's up, the lovely Beverly Biggs Levy? What time did everyone? What time did? Thank you, Deborah Luna. Thank you. You know I'm up in here, so ain't nothing coming through right now because of my connection up here. I'm telling you, I got no respect for them up here, but we got and like I said, I'm on the internet. We got a bad connection, so my stuff ain't coming through. Let me see. We got off calling her the notorious RBG sometimes. I just don't understand facts. But that's how we go at our own. Said, remember the 5-5, Jamie was the last to go. Facts. But we come right up here and let the people do it and don't say nothing. We just be sitting back like, that's why I be so frustrated. But when she was calling out MTG, we was, they was calling out Trump. They love for you to dog them. Okay, Concrete. Thank you with the $4.99. Hey, fam, everything counts, beloved. Oh, the real Casey. I'm passing the collection plate around. LOL $5 Friday. Thank you. We need all the help. It's tight. I'm like, no, nobody love Otis. And I came with the green on to show y'all we need the help. I mean, running down there, asking them, please, I'm trying to sell out if I can get it straight. Homeland Security paying YouTubers to do it. Facts. Listen, family, even with this war, hey, man, we had a culture stigma. That's even with this war. Hey, Arthur, look, you ain't never late, beloved. I got on. I only been on 37 minutes. I got here late because I'd been going to, I was saying it earlier, I had to do my physical therapy. A lot of times I don't be wanting to do it in the evening because some of them be like around 3 or 4 o'clock. And I know sometimes I got the shows to do with Brother Elliot. I don't be wanting to miss that at 5 or something come up, and then you be sore. I'm cool with it in the morning. I can get here by the evening. I'll be straight. I don't be, you know what I'm saying? The pain been and went away. I'm just saying like we got to get it together until we figure this out. Like I said, I see a lot of the people running. But you know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Just as one side got their people, the other side got their people. But who got Flint? How you doing, Lydia McNeely? Thank you for tapping in. Lena with the $4.99. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, beloved. I mean, I'm just looking at who got the people. That's what we coming down to. Like, I would love to be this magnificent scholar for y'all coming on doing this. Arthur Logan with the $10 super chat. Thank you, beloved. Like I say, even with the war, whether we believe it or not, that war, and I hate to say it, that got white supremacy written on it. But we don't want to talk about that's the real conversation. We don't want to have that conversation. I'm being honest with y'all. We don't want to have that conversation. Even that. Like when I be saying and that's the point that I'm saying. We let them come they was finna come attack us. When? When is how Iran did attack another nation? When? We'll talk about what they did with Iraq. They had a war. Just like when you had a war with a country. But I get it. We get caught up in here. Me saying that is wrong. You can take they crossed the line. How many lines have America crossed? Sheila with the $20 super chat, just because you keep. Thank you, beloved. Hey, that's all I can do. I wouldn't want to lie to y'all because it's easy to expose a lie. That's why I'm saying, just look here, look at Art. That brother fighting hard as hell, but you can see the confusion here with us. Brother fighting hard as hell, you would think. And I could be wrong. Like I say, I'm not going to say who right and who wrong, but I might have didn't like it how the politics was played because a lot of time we be still mad at stuff that happened down there 7, 8 years ago. People don't forget. Oh, for sure, beloved. I'm gonna check as soon as I get done. I'm gonna check as soon as I get done. You always tap in on it. You know, Felicia, I know you got us. That sound like that same stuff Bush said about shutdown. It is. Brother Raphael, thank you for tapping in, good brother. I was saying, I'll be sometime when I be reading, I've been and lost my train of thought, and it'd be hard to get back. It do. But that's what I'm saying. I look at it sometimes, that'd be white supremacy rap. What you mean? Who can't have it? Then if you say, oh, do this country got it? Well, we don't. You keeping the same. Everybody else say they got it, but except we, well, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Shit, I lie for my homeboys. Damn sure for family members. Even when they in the wrong. But when we get behind the scenes, you got to do better. They done did it for me. But we can't keep, oh, well, they was going to, we running with that. That's even like, man, listen. Well, like I just say with the Democratic Party, in my humble opinion, if you go back, I put it up yesterday. Let me get here to it. Let me get this for you, family. We done did enough on Jasmine. I do think we need to get back to get back to trying to figure out what our people need. Better housing. Damn sure we need better water. It's a hell of a lot of things. Who did I send it to? Let me get it right here. What's this shit right here? Let me get this right here. That's why I don't want nobody come telling me about nothing. This be one of my biggest beefs when we get here. Let me get it right here, family. I got you. Be patient with the young brother. Be patient. I'm figuring it out. In live time. Let me see who I missed coming in. Bonnie Vanner, thank you for tapping. I don't like black to be like. That's what I'm saying. See, but we've been made that way. We've been made that way where, but sometimes you can be angry. I get mad. I be trying to control my anger, but sometimes it come out. It's just the frustration what you're going through. Trump removed the EPA regulations, but ain't nobody saying nothing about that. He says it ain't poison. Tell them come drink some of this Flint water. He said black people will not support Art because they believe he is loudmouth, that is promoting himself. And then it'd be other things. But look at this right here, family. Look at this right here. House votes 357 to 65 to block the release of congressional sexual misconduct. But you think these people really want to? What it was, Trump just sit out here. He was like, he wanted to get back in. He was like, let's bring him out. Epstein. Don't you know them? This is when a person, I don't care what I'm finna win. When they say the epitome, cut your nose off to spite your face, this was it. But he thought his people was going to forget about it. So when y'all were looking at this right here, sexual misconduct, they really care about that. Come on, family. Let's cut the crap. Hey, Lena, you on? They've been telling us what to do since integration. Facts. But if we were not loud, nothing will get done. Fact. But see, that's a new image they can come out. Remember, the angry black woman. Just think about that. Even remember Tyler Perry did a movie, The Diary of a Mad Black Woman. But see, that's how they project us. You can see, you can have another nationality, another race be out there. That's called, they showing their passion, their conviction. But us, we just loudmouth. But ain't nobody been through what we went through. Ain't nobody been in our situation that can understand what we going through. Every last one of them immigrants that's coming over, you know what they got? Nationality. Now, the ones who want to come here and change their name, that's on them. Maybe they feel they change your name, that they're a new person. No, we should, but man, Jasmine can go. In my humble opinion, I feel like Jasmine free. Y'all might think I'm playing. I feel like Jasmine is free. Now, you ain't confined by this, what you got to go on. Like I told you, I remember my cousin told me this, I was maybe about 16. He was like, look, damn them gangs, man. I'm not with it. And I mean, he's a street fella. But it's in all of it. I'm trying to tell, he's to tell me. And I watched him do a lot of nutty stuff. Be like, that gang, that's crazy. Maybe I don't want to go gang bang today. Like he said, the big homie might be mad. Something with his girl, I might don't feel like going to go do it. But when you know what I'm saying? Now she free. She not part of none. Because they mad at Trump. Maybe she can sit back and be like, okay, he did do this wrong. But okay, they done this wrong too. She can point that out now. She can point that out. Let me see, Kenneth. They thought it was a bunch of Dems in the files, but we know who the party of pervasion. Listen, brother, all you got to go back do is just go through slavery, man. You can see they could go. They had plantation where owners they could just go do anything they wanted to do. Like a lot of this stuff started on the plantation that had left, and they just carried it out. It was all right then. Let me see. I'm sticking with. Hey, you supposed to. I'm telling you, the girl is free. Ethics and accountability. Listen, it's ethics and accountability for us, not for them. Let me see. When white people are angry and nothing is said, we have to stop letting them change our narrative. Right. Eric, man, that's why I'll be giving shout out. I know a lot of people don't like Tariq, but like I say, Hidden Color 6 on the trailer. I know Eric Mays gonna be in there, RZA Islam in there. But he said Eric Mays was loud and was hated in his own city. Videos went viral. Then you start seeing them so-called supporters. Facts. Facts. It says saying I can't have it. Let me say. Saying I can't have it is like saying Jasmine is too loud. Facts. But that's what they're going to put. Let me chime in. Passion and anger is something other races don't have to use. That's why they point out anger mistaken for passion. Facts. Thank you for tapping in, Shantae. MLK, let me see. MLK says, I fear I have integrated my people into a burning house. Right. But see, when you start, and like I say, and I can't tell nobody what to do. I'm just saying from my humble opinion, from looking back, when you action and negotiate like this, this is right here. I'm going to say it again. House votes 357 to 65 to block release of congressional sexual misconduct. We just let that go over our head like, oh, no, we ain't going to tell on us. What's up, my good brother Michael Cooley in the building? Good morning, Greenwood, Mississippi, 662, point of order, keep pressure on the Vena, diabolical. Fact. But see, we got to get people in who want to help the residents. And I know I was one of them. And I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, man, what happened to the men back in the day? Shit, and, I was watching. So I gotta say, I got this from Brother BNX page. He put on there, we all complaining with a man. Ain't you a man? When you want to stand up, like we studied, look and say the ones back then. Hell, they it's in your DNA. Just gotta wake it up. We'll get tired of playing games. You'll get tired of sending these same people. These hustlers, you'll get tired of them. Maybe you'll get somebody up in there, but you got to get behind them. You're not going to change what's going on here. The people still who getting the money going to get the money, but you should expect some of the people that you putting in these places to take care. Like I say, the mayor running around telling the people to go down there. You went down there supporting them down there with the water. Y'all saying it's clean. But you know what's going to happen? You're going to be able to vote them right back in. Only thing confuses me is when you see a predominantly black city, and don't get it twisted, it's poor whites, poor Latinos all up in here. Do y'all know y'all all bathing in the same water that's coming through them pipes? Some of these areas some areas they might have did fix, but where the poor parts at, you bathing in the same toxic water that the fourth ward that's bathing in the first ward, second ward, third ward. I just don't get it. Like when you ride through, it's bad in the first, second, third, but it's also bad in the fourth. Certain parts in the 7th, 9th, 8th, you know what I'm saying? 6th. I'm like, but it just, I don't get it, like how they can sit up here, and I believe me, I get it how the few can rule the many. Because it's about money. You're going to run to whoever got the money. I just don't get it how they going along with this Lydia. Who was more louder than Donald Trump, but they're not saying anything about that. So you can be loud and white. Is that what you're saying, Mickey? Hey, listen, I'm just telling you how it's been put out here. And you might be onto something, but they say that's passion. See, with us, they're going to look, because we've been told the same thing. You got to get over what happened. That was over 400. Then we can be like, well, listen, you still get a person can be hung. Just think about it. You had the brother in the brother Porter, New Year's, get killed. You forgot we had a brother in Mississippi was hung. Just think about the thing down there in Atlanta with a young brother, and they still ain't convicted. They just gonna say, well, he dumped himself. I guess his body, whenever his body got transported, it was stuffed with books, lost all his organs. That's nothing because it's a black person. That's nothing because that's how if you go back, like Brother Elliot be saying, and I get it, that like they say, if they repeat the lie over and over, you'll believe it. When that Bill of Rights, it was not in us intended. Go back and look, we was considered 3/5. In they mind, we be want to act like that mind it's still not here today. That's why you hear me say with the police, oh, they want to raise. That's why I be telling them, even our politicians, like I don't agree with tying them when we know it's not the hardest job. Y'all make it hard. What about when you pull up? Was that a hard job to pull up on Tamir Rice? Was that a hard job, a kid? See, we keep making excuses and don't nobody want to say nothing. We keep making excuses for the police. It's a hard job. Oh, it is. What about when you be having police officers raping people? Was that a hard job? Then they cover it up. When they be selling drugs, was that a hard job? Yes, and when they loud and cry, it's passion. When we do it, because it's been a thing about us how we got to be looked at. They've been saying images if he'll do this. Just they've been putting images out here. Why you think you can get killed for talking to one of their women? Just think about that. And I'm not. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But this how I can't get mad at you if you come date in my community. See, we ain't gonna go that crazy. The stories that I heard of, we'd be like, well, that fool might get jammed up. You will have even listen, family. We put up with a lot of BS. That's all I can tell you. But the politics ain't changing. We sitting up here. Don't you know other people seeing what's going on? We as blacks have to stop making excuses for whites' wrong behavior. Call a snake a snake. They scared to do that. We have, unfortunately, lost our true soldiers and warriors. Now all we have is a bunch of gangs and ninjas looking out for self. But it can be turned around. It's going to be turned around eventually. Let me see. And the black people in the North is so brainwashed, they think that black people are supposed to get hung in the South. Hey, yeah, that's rough. Like, the couple that got Grant to open the Sit Down a Piece and Tap, she used to be the secretary for Latinx organization. Just bring attention to how alignments work in City of Flint. Wow. Listen, shout out to her for them getting theirs together. Neely was hustling hard and had his sidekick Ed on as his hype man for sure. He told his people to protest while he co-signed the increase. Woo! I hope the citizens see the hustle. They don't. The way you just broke it down, they ain't see it. You know what people was gonna say? Man, you see how sharp Ed was? And that's what we be looking at. We not, and listen, Ed could be, I'm not knocking Ed or nothing. Not knocking him. You should want to come dressed. Listen, we was on the plantation. It was a time we couldn't have nice fine threads. Just let that sink in for a minute. So I get it, but see, we get caught up in, this person dressed. Oh, he this and that. Oh, you can, nah, man, listen, no. It should have, like I said, listen, we be so easily fooled. And I get it. Winter's been telling y'all, Neely go get people that's popular. Where people don't even be paying attention. You will see this, this person, they getting this. You like, okay, that's cool. They getting it, but what about the other people? He make it look good. That's when he had everybody holding up what was things. Oh, shoot, I didn't hit the wrong button. Let me get this back. Woo, I hit the wrong button, family. I lost y'all. Like, we laughed at the people who had them 75. I ain't got a pencil over here. I'd have put 75,000. They was holding that. They had them big cars up. They was, you know what I'm saying, them checks up. And we was like, yeah, they getting that paper. They getting that. We like, yeah. Now you come find it out. Then you got his own people saying something. Well, and what it's about. They falling out over money. It's more, anytime we fall out, it's about money anyway. That just show you this whole thing gonna crumble over some money. Ain't like they just started. They've been doing this. It's just on public display now because they gotta. Liddell is a little hurt. Liddell is a little hurt. Her little feelings got hurt when she found out that 90 she couldn't get that. It was never a repeat. Liddell feelings got hurt. See, we have to look at that. Her feelings got hurt. She willing, and they quoted her in the article too. I saw that M Live. It don't look good. Liddell, ain't none of that stuff you've been voting for look good. But all of a sudden, and you gotta go back and look. She didn't get. It might be more to it. Why that 30,000? Because there's always something to start before you start cutting the faucet off and everything. But now she want to put a little. But she, like Winter said, she still voted. She still voted. I'm just saying, she still voted. I get the same stuff they're trying to do in Mississippi. Lena, you know what? Until blacks wake up, they'll never understand. Let me see what the dreamer said. White people tell blacks to forget about slavery, but tell Jewish people never to forget. Blacks should be teaching black history to their children every weekend. We should. We should. We have a lot of well-dressed clowns out there, and that's what you're getting. That's why you got a mayor come out there, tell the people, go down there. Mark put it, you go down there. And Ed, now I'm not mad at Ed, but Ed, you don't live in Flint, man. It's how you gonna say you go pay your water bill. I see how you cleaned it up. Well, my mother. I get that, but Ed, let's be real, man. I get it. You can't expose it. But kicking this down the curve, and when the mayor study saying, oh, we passed 6 balanced budgets. No, it wasn't. Then it just sat up here and said how y'all been cooking the books. It's going if you didn't have that opera money, Flint probably is gonna be in receivership. In my humble opinion, I just think they restored the money back to the council and let the mayor get it, especially this one, and let him pay his crew because they want to put it in receivership, in my humble opinion. I'm just saying, if you look at every move Neely did, let's don't act like, listen, politics is quid pro quo, if I'm saying the right pick, quid pro quo. So this ain't nothing new. This is nothing new, but she should have stayed with being a black educated woman, but she chose to get on Democrats. They knew who she was, though, Sharon. They knew that. But you see how people praising MTG? They praising her. But I'm just saying, look at it. She was all the way up in Trump until now, but see how but that's how society accepted. She's more acceptable of going out saying something. With Jasmine, it's not. It's just the way it is. Dreamer, if they did that, they'd lose their nonprofit status. They'll lose. Let me put something up here. They lose their nonprofits. Y'all got me really wanna. They'll lose their nonprofit status. They do something like that. They know what it is. They know what it is. Them people sitting up here, why you think you see the mayor reaching out to different people? Let me put this up here. I think I got this. Let me listen to this 1 second, family. Hold on. I got to check this one out. I got to check it out. Let me see. I got to come out of that. Let me check it out. Hold on, family. Let me make sure I got the right stuff. I don't want to play the. Yeah, I can't play that one. That got music in it. But let me say, he said he pumping money into these Catholic Jewish. Hey, listen, I could put a video of what was going down in New Jersey. It said, remember in the 6th grade, the teacher started telling us you'll be a doctor. You can make X amount of oh, my bad. I left that up. It says, and you can make X amount of dollars. And now I can see my black people talk about money all the time. I mean, listen, that's what it, but then we get the money right back. It said, let's see the turnout Monday with the Flint residents that Neely said, come on. I can't believe he want people to come down to council. So now is he what was he calling? Insurrectionist now? He telling people to come down to council. He wasn't telling them before. Hey, that's that Linda Chilton. That's a good thing in the South. They still keep, some of us still keep to the teachings. I mean, listen, I'm tripping. They said these churches, they ain't gonna open. These churches is terrible. They terrible. So as big as these projects for sure. We need to do a little more. We need to do. No, I'm gonna find it. I got some more. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Tia, with the $4.99 super chat. I'm just telling you, family, we're gonna get here, but sometimes you have to bump your head. I done bumped mine plenty of times, let me tell you. You're gonna bump your head, you gotta make do what it's do. But I do feel like the people should be ashamed of themselves right now. They should be ashamed of themselves as they study voting for this mayor and and the stuff he pulled. I'll be ashamed of myself unless I was getting some of that money. I wouldn't trip. And this stuff right here, see, they don't want to talk about this. I don't know how true this is, though, but I'm going to bring this to the table. Granny G, thank you for the $5 super chat you heard. Thank you, beloved, for tapping this. A good morning, friend and family, $5 Friday. Get that coffee up. Yeah, man, hit that like button. What about this one? Let's go right here. See, this is more foolishness right here. I don't think people really paying attention to. Did y'all see this? It says, nope, I can't blow that one. I need to blow that one up. Breaking. 3 of the 4 largest Gulf economies, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Kuwait, are reportedly discussing withdrawing from the U.S. and other international investments as the economic toll from the escalating war with Iran grows, according to the Financial Times. Wow. Officials say budget strains are mounting as energy revenues decline and disruptions hit shippings and tourism across the region. As a result, some Gulf governments are considering reassessing major foreign investment commitments, including those in the United States. Now, see, a lot of people are going to overlook that. Like, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. They're going to make excuses for this. Did we really need to go here? I'm just saying this. Did we really need to go here? And you probably won't even be welcome back in Asia no more. But did we really have to go there? But I got another one for you. Don't let me just stop it there. Let me show you some more foolishness. I had to put this out here. Let me just show you some more foolishness since y'all want to look at this right here. Check Okondi out. Ex-Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice urges Trump administration to take care of Iran. Now, you see, this is the type of stuff. Hey, listen. These are, and don't get it twisted, Condoleezza Rice don't represent black people. Let's cut that out right there. Her and Colin Powell was one of them who didn't want to show up to the United Nations when they're talking about racism, the racism forum. I just want to throw that out there for y'all. They're not going to tell us really what's going on over there. They're not going to tell you. They're going to keep it, and saying like I say, it's terrible, but this is what you get when you get a person when you just, they got that little gin spirit in them. They love war. Love it. When a person come tell you, I never did. To be honest with you, when she was part of the Bush, I never did. Like, I usually lose respect for a lot of the blacks, and that's in my opinion. A lot of them probably lost respect of me if they seen how it's running. I'm just being honest. But it said, peep the game. This coming from Mark. Peep the game. Ain't nobody heard from Condoleezza in 10 years now. You see her when her face serves as a purpose on the continent of Africa. Facts. Yeah, but this is the type of stuff we're dealing with. It said those ships ain't flowing through the Strait of Bahrain. That oil is backing up and money ain't even being made. Yeah, but I tried to say that too. That's what me and Trevor that day. No, they're just docked. No, they're not moving. It's closed. I get it. A lot of time we don't be wanting to say, look, I get it. You got to be all the way. You got to be 10 toes down. But you also supposed to be 10 toes down when you know you done made mistakes. And that be my only, like I said, it be mine. Even with the liberals, you have to be honest. But we sit up here and let them play them games. Connie been helping run the Denver Broncos in the NFL. Well, I know she probably got a hell of a mind for football. Them people over there stuck. Flew it out. That's all I'm gonna call him, flew it out. Man, he don't know. To me, it's just like this man right here that messed up so much stuff, but don't nobody see nothing wrong with it. Don't nobody see nothing wrong with it. Them people over there jammed up, them other countries looking like we probably taking hits out of this world, but I'll leave it there. Let me go. I got to get back on X to see what we got. I'm telling, they ain't telling us nothing. They sitting up here playing. I can go to CNN. I know they got some. I'm going to give y'all some more, family. I got a little more. I'd rather get this stuff out the way on what's going on right now. Because I know y'all have seen enough of it in Flint. But, you know, sometimes we tend to like the madness. Let's see where we at right here. Let's see about the Iran war. Let's see who's going to tell the truth. We're going to see who. Let's see. See, but we ain't going to hear none of this. Whew, I'll tell you, fam. Listen. Listen, we've been. Listen, let me put this up, family. I'm telling you, this is when you know the game is rigged. Like some of this stuff is just downright diabolical. But I know they're gonna be mad when I put this up. I don't give a damn. Let me put this one up. I know they're gonna be mad. This right here is just conflicting story. Hold up, let me see what you're saying. I got confused on that, Constance. Let me see. This is White Podcast. Want us to talk about each other. We will learn one day, hopefully. What podcast is that? You gotta let me know, Constance. And they said the U.S. Embassy can't help them. Sure ain't. How can they help them when their ass is getting bombarded? They said the U.S. Hey, listen. Let me play this for y'all, family. Let me get to
Senate and one Democrat have rejected a resolution that would have reined in President Trump's war powers against Iran without permission from Congress. A House vote is expected today, and the resolution faces an uphill climb there as well. Joining us now is Republican Congressman Warren Davidson of Ohio. He serves on the House Foreign Affairs Committee and is an Army veteran, we should note. Congressman, nice to have you on. So our understanding is you're planning to break with most of your party and vote for this war powers resolution. Explain why.
Well, look, the Constitution is very clear that wars of choice, where it's not repelling an imminent threat to the United States, are declared. They're declared by Article 1, Section 8 by Congress. And of course, Article 2 says, of course, the president is the commander in chief. He executes any war that is declared. And he has a clear path to act in defense of the United States. So if it was to repel an imminent threat, of course, he should be able to do that. And that's where you get, Senator Tom Cotton trying to say, well, it's been imminent for 47 years. I don't think that's what those words mean. And right now, the meaning of the word Republicans are struggling with is what is a war? It's about as laughable as when Democrats struggled with what is a woman.
Well, on the war front, let's talk about that. I want to play how some members of your own party have described what's going on with Iran. Let's listen.
Then we may have casualties. That often happens in war.
We're doing very well on the war front.
We set the terms of this war from start to finish.
9,000 Americans have been able to leave the region since the start of this war.
Nobody should classify this as war. It is combat operations.
I wouldn't call this a war as much as I'd call it a conflict that
should be very short and sweet.
I don't know if this is technically a war.
We have declared war. So if we haven't declared war, then I don't see that. The president hasn't asked us to declare war yet, but they have declared war on us.
Do you consider it a war? It's a significant military operation.
Strategic strikes are not war.
They have declared war on us. I don't believe in the semantics. We've talked about the language this morning. We're not at war right now. We're 4 days in to a very specific, clear mission, an operation.
So to your point, Congressman, you have the administration, including the president, calling this war, and then you have Republicans in Congress not calling it that. Is the United States, in fact, at war with Iran? And if so, do you think politicians should be more explicit with their constituents, the American public, about that?
Well, that's precisely why Congress is supposed to vote, right? Congress is supposed to have this debate so that when the country goes to war, you don't just find the military at war, the country's in it together. We responded in 3 days after 9/11 and gave a clear authorization for use of military force. It didn't say the words declare war. And part of the reason it was more open-ended and ambiguous there is you were going after transnational criminal organizations, terrorist groups, Al-Qaeda and their affiliates. And so here you're really truly focused on a nation state. I think it would be clean to have a declaration of war if the president felt that was the thing. We're not voting on that today. And I think it's right for the public to be, cautious about committing to another war. And they've put pressure on their representatives to give a vote. And I think whether you're for it or against it, Congress should vote. The War Powers Resolution that we're voting on today isn't even that.
Just to follow up with you, I mean, do you see this as a war?
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a war. I think everyone thinks it's laughable. And it's the same, like it's most people. I mean, apparently only if you lean to the right, you can differentiate between men and women. But most people know that this is a war. It's an act of war. And if it's an act of war,
is it a war or isn't it a war? I'm just trying to figure out, is it or ain't it? I mean, we can't even agree on that. It's like the Flint water. Is it fixed or ain't it? Oh, it's not. Now, y'all see these the type of people that we, Lord, yeah. I'm just saying, family, did we really do due diligence? I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like I say, but can't you see they not even agreeing upon it? They not even agreeing upon it from the president to like I say, man. But and y'all think they was going, and y'all thought they was gonna rein Trump in. They was gonna rein him in. I'm just telling you, this is. But we sit here, family. We sitting here. It's like here we go again. Right. Hey, concrete. What you say? And these are the leaders of this great nation, man. When I tell you, and you don't let me pull up videos of Lindsey Graham. He ain't seen the war. He ain't not liked. But if you notice, they ain't want to rein him in on his war powers. They like, let's go. That's what I'm telling you. When they can sit up here and say, well, they was going to attack us. Hey, have they attacked us? We just going. That's what I'm saying. Don't put my mind that you have, that you be thinking. Don't judge me by your concept. And that's what we going through. We study being judged by somebody what they think because they done did so much wrong. They worrying about if it's gonna get did back to them. Unbelievable. His legacy is war runners. Man, I'm just telling you, it's some of the stuff is crazy, but we be sitting back. I'm trying to figure it out. That's what I'm saying. He over there. It's like this thing. What's up, Philip Johnson? And this thing, they saying we losing, then lost then $1 trillion to some drones. To some drones over there throwing. They saying 3 or 4. You'll see it but y'all know America ain't gonna show her casualties until somebody in the news and somebody they leak out. Look, it's enough is enough. Let's go show them. Then you're going to start seeing, but they ain't want to rein them in. You got to thank them Democrats too. That's why when I was looking, well, Fetterman, that's why I was like, because Fetterman stepped up. Wow, we're going to use Fetterman. Hey, I know they changing the Constitution. Shit, we better wake up. America's being run by who dies fighting for his country, Jim. I'm just saying. But this game, I bet Jasmine shot. You see, I know Jasmine right now probably like she probably got to sit back and think about it. But sometimes you get your nigga wake up call. I hate to be blunt like that. She just got her wake up call. She thought she had got bigger than the program. But if you didn't have a campaign manager, shame on you. But what she did show, at the end of the day, she did show that she do got a following. But she should take that like Roland Martin had to figure it out. See, we figure it out once we wake up from that Democratic plant, especially the ones I feel that Republican, I be looking at them as sunken. I'll be looking there, I'll be, oh yeah, he's sunken. I get it. He want the money. He want the money. Yeah, it's just, but I'm telling y'all, Jasmine is more free than she can believe. Roland got you blocked. But Roland still cut a deal with him with the Democratic Party. Roland was like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Don't just cut me off yet. You know what I'm saying? We can still make some roll. But with Jasmine, I believe the sister free. She can start refocusing, rebranding herself and come up out of that bourgeois suite or that boule. Since 2022, I was told he begging Disney for money. Wow. Jasmine knew this could happen. She from Texas. Facts. She can go ahead and get them now. She don't have to be nice. If I was Jasmine, I wouldn't say nothing. I'll just sit back, get your get your forum together. You got good money. Get your forum together. Not your platform. Go ahead and you got connections if them still people talk to you. And people will listen to you. Come back home, Jasmine. Come on back home. Come back to where we freeze at. Come on back home. Come on back home, beloved. We waiting on you. Come on back. Tell the truth. You don't got to lie about nothing. You got to go do this. Come on back. You can still get money, Jasmine, because they know you got a following. Facts. Joy Reid making it work. Come on back home, beloved. Come on back. They maybe will call you back in a minute. Facts. Lane letter, the plantation. It all depends, Concrete. The Democrat, that's one of their networks. They probably like, we can't have her. If the Constitution is getting changed, what about these tired, way wrong systems? Shit. Listen, it's about to be rough. Well, family, I didn't work this to 11:05. I want to thank y'all, Jasmine. Let's get back together, band. Let's get the band back together again for sure. Come on, 810, Jasmine. We need you. Come on over here to 810. Come on, 810, where you can be real at. All we need is a 30-minute show. Jasmine stayed on 10, I believe. She had a camp. She didn't code switch. Nah, we gonna, you know what, Dreamer, but she went against a hell of a party, man. She went against that Democratic Party. She should have knew how to, if she wasn't with them, she should have knew how to open up to all the bases. Focus on hers and then restart. Let's see if we can get her on 810. And do we need her on here, Lena? We need her on 810. But family, I love y'all. I thank y'all for tapping in the city with old Otis. I'm gonna be on at 6:15 tonight. You know what? I'm gonna get down to it. I'm gonna see what I can do, Lena, because I don't even know her email. But I'm gonna be back tonight. I might have a surprise for y'all, surprise visitor. I'm working on it now. So I'll see y'all in a minute, family. Peace. And don't go to no war.